Have you ever felt completely invisible in a room full of people? Smiles that don't reach you. Conversations that stop when you walk by. Seats that stay empty beside you. One black woman experienced exactly that at a lavish wedding, ignored, overlooked, judged without a word. Until the groom stood up, looked straight at her, and said her name. What happened next didn't just shock the guests, it changed hearts forever. This is the beautiful, tear-jerking story of Regina Harper, a woman whose quiet presence became the most powerful moment of the night. If this hook already has you hooked, smash that like button right now, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss these transformative stories. And drop a comment below, tell me where in the world you're watching from. I read every single one and love this growing family. Now, let's get into the story. Regina Harper was 58 years old, a retired school principal from Atlanta, Georgia. She'd spent 35 years educating children, mostly in underfunded public schools, pouring love, discipline, and belief into kids the world often forgot. She never married, never had children of her own, but hundreds of former students called her Mama Regina. She was elegant in her quiet way, silver-streaked braids, warm brown eyes that saw everything, and a smile that could calm the rowdiest classroom. The wedding was in Charleston, South Carolina, a picture-perfect plantation venue with Spanish moss, crystal chandeliers, and 300 guests in designer gowns and tuxedos. It was the society event of the year. The groom, Ethan Whitmore, 32, was the heir to Whitmore Holdings, a real estate and hospitality empire worth billions. The bride, Caroline Ashford, came from old Southern money. Ethan's parents had planned every detail. Regina arrived in a simple but beautiful navy lace dress she'd bought on sale. She'd been invited personally by Ethan, a handwritten note tucked into the formal invitation. Most guests assumed she was staff, maybe a caterer or nanny who'd wandered in early. She sat at a table near the back. No one joined her. Conversations hushed when she walked to the bar. Smiles turned polite but distant. A few whispered. Who invited her? She doesn't look like she belongs. Probably a charity case. Regina heard it all. She'd heard it her whole life. But she sat tall, chin high, sipping water, waiting for the ceremony. When Ethan appeared at the altar, tall, handsome, nervous in his tux, his eyes scanned the crowd. They landed on Regina. He smiled, big, genuine, relieved. The ceremony was beautiful. Vows. Rings. Kiss. Then the reception. Regina stayed in her seat. Still alone. Dinner served. Toasts began. Ethan's father spoke of legacy. Caroline's mother spoke of family tradition. Best man joked about Ethan's wild college days. Then Ethan stood, mic in hand. The room quieted. I want to thank everyone for being here, he began. This day means the world to Caroline and me. He paused, eyes finding Regina again. But before we dance and celebrate, there's someone I need to thank publicly. Someone without whom I wouldn't be standing here today. Gasps rippled. Heads turned. Ethan looked straight at her. Regina Harper. Mama Regina, would you please stand? Regina froze. Then slowly rose. The room went dead silent. 24 years ago, Ethan continued, voice thick, I was an 8-year-old kid in Mrs. Harper's third-grade class at West End Elementary in Atlanta. My parents were divorcing. My dad was building the company, always gone. My mom was struggling. I was angry, acting out, failing everything. He swallowed. Every other teacher gave up on me. Sent me to the office. Labeled me trouble. But not Mrs. Harper. She stayed after school every day, unpaid, tutoring me, listening to me, believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. She told me I was smart. That I was kind. That I could be anything. She bought me lunch when my account was empty. Drove me home when my parents forgot. Came to my basketball games when no one else did. She became my second mother. And when I got accepted to college, on full scholarship, she was the first person I called. Today, I'm marrying the love of my life because Mrs. Harper taught me what love really looks like, patient, selfless, fierce. So everyone, this is Mama Regina. The woman who saved me. The reason I'm the man I am. Tears streamed down his face. The room erupted, standing ovation, thunderous applause. Caroline, eyes wet, walked over and hugged Regina tightly. One by one, guests approached, apologizing, thanking, asking for photos. Ethan's father, a man known for being stoic, embraced her with tears. "I owe you everything," he whispered. "Thank you for giving me my son back." Regina, overwhelmed, could only smile through her own tears. Later, during the father-son dance, Ethan's dad, Ethan, cut in halfway. "May I have this dance with the woman who really raised me?" They danced, Ethan and Regina, while the band played Stand By Me. Caroline joined, the three of them swaying together. The photographer captured it, the groom, the bride, and the black woman everyone had ignored, now the center of it all. The video went viral the next day. #MomRegina trends worldwide. Former students flooded social media with stories of how she changed their lives too. The Whitmores created the Regina Harper Education Fund, $10 million endowment for teachers in underfunded schools, providing bonuses, supplies, and mentorship programs. Regina was named honorary co-chair. She retired fully, but now travels speaking at education conferences, paid handsomely, flown first class, treated like the queen she always was. Ethan and Caroline's first child, a daughter born 2 years later, was named Regina. And at every family gathering, Regina Harper has the seat of honor. Because sometimes, the person everyone avoids at the wedding is the one who made the groom worth marrying. Regina didn't need recognition that night. But she got it anyway. And in one moment, when the groom called her name, the room didn't just see her. They finally understood. Real family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the teacher who stays late, believes harder, and loves fiercest when no one else does. Mama Regina proved that night that quiet strength doesn't shout. It just waits until the right person says its name. And when they do, everything changes. What did you think of Regina's story? Have you ever had a Mama Regina in your life? Let me know in the comments, and tell me where you're watching from. Like, subscribe, share with someone who needs to remember the power of kindness, and I'll see you in the next one.